All right, so Ms. Pettis, on your case, the state informed me that there was going to be a plea on this case, but that this felony case needed to remain open so that she could be reviewed for Esperanza Court.
That's correct,
I
Judge.
can hold her for Esperanza Court, so that's not a problem. So they're going to send you paperwork and we're going to take care of it today.
The problem with that, Judge, is that Esperanza Court, I believe, I guess Judge Vara spoke to the director, Natalie, I believe, and she stated that she will be released if she pleads out on both cases. And so that's
No, not if I put a directive in that she's to be held until interviewed by Esperanza Court. She will not be released. So Esperanza Court will be able to interview her at the jail. But I'm not going to have this case out here if the whole purpose is she's going to plea on this case also, but we're just afraid that they're going to release her. She could make bond on this case, then she'll be released anyway. So we'll
That's
do the
correct, Judge. But I guess the other issue is that this case is still unindicted. I had Norma set this case so that we could confer because we kept getting reset on the misdemeanor and there was already results back. And so there is not an indictment as well. So
oh, that's why they do it as a waiver plea.
I don't know, Daniel, it's up to you. I mean, can I confer with Daniel real briefly, Judge?
Sure.
It's Damian.
I'll put you in the in a waiting room.
Okay, Judge, I'm back. So I spoke to Natalie Perez from the Esperanza Court and I was on the phone with her. And she does say that she does want another order of referral, even though the County Court 15 did one for her. She said that we'll probably have to do another one. So I don't know if I can fill that one out and I just email it to the court for them to sign.
Oh, you all just do the plea bargain agreement and then I'll take care of that.
You'll fill it out?
Once you all enter your plea, then I will take care of that.
She gave me the form for me to fill out so I can email it to the court.
No, you all need to, are you all entering a plea on this case or is this case going to trial? That's my question.
Well, I'm comfortable, Judge. I just want to make sure to let my client know that this is going to be for a longer term before we sign anything.
My understanding is that you all had already talked about a plea bargain agreement. Where is your office, counsel?
Right now, I'm at my home office, Judge. I'm not there right now. I'm not down anymore. I'm like 30 miles away.
All right, so we'll wait for you unless y'all can do the plea by Zoom. So it's completely up to y'all, whether y'all want to do it by Zoom or you can come back down.
I think Daniel said that he had prepared the paperwork.
All right, then you need to come back down and take care of your client's case.
So she's not allowed to execute the documents electronically, Judge?
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't understand why people are leaving court before seeing me, but we are where we are now. And where we are now, if that paperwork cannot be produced by the state because there's been some issues, then you're going to have to come back down to take care of that. So that's where we are.
I mean, I guess that's fine. We don't need that paperwork because we've already got it in County Court 15.
All right, so here's the thing. County Court 15, which I think that judge is great. I think County Court 15 is great, but this is the 187th Judicial District Court. District Court takes precedent over misdemeanor court. I don't know why there was some sort of an agreement where people were like, oh, she's going to plead to the misdemeanor case, but then she's going to come back and plead to the felony case at a later date. We are taking this felony case now. Whatever County Court 15 is doing, that's their jurisdiction over misdemeanor cases. I'm in felony court. Felony courts takes precedent over misdemeanor court. So here are y'all three choices. One, state, are you able to do the paperwork electronically?
Judge, I can. It's the thing, again, confirming with defense that the agreement that we talked about in County Court 15 and for this case is that the agreement that they're going.
All right. So,
What? I didn't hear what he said, Judge.
all right. So what he's saying is that you need to come back down to the 187 District Court and we'll wait for you here. All right. You're here on your case?
Yes, Your Honor, we reached an agreement.
All right, court is calling 2024 CR 008948W, State of Texas versus Francis Medina. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Daniel S. Clark with the state of Texas.
for the defense?
Tony Jimenez for Miss Medina. I just need to ask you a few questions. I explained to you earlier that I'm going to be standing in for Anita Garza. Is that correct?
Yes,
And after we had that brief discussion, do you raise any objections to me standing in for
no,
Miss Garza today?
No.
And do you understand that everything that we went over is the same thing that Miss Garza spoke to you about
Yes.
earlier,
yes,
as far as the agreements and
Yes.
your signatures and all of that?
yes,
So you're fine with me standing in for Miss
yes,
Garza?
yes,
That's all.
And you're charged by information with possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1, less than 1 gram.
yes.
That's a
ma'am.
state jail felony.
Yes, ma'am.
Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand? All right, I'm gonna need you to speak up a little bit, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, there's a $500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication, and they're asking that you be considered for the Esperanza Court. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you understand that if the court follows this agreement, the court will ask that you remain in custody until you're interviewed and accepted with Esperanza Court?
Yes, ma'am.
And if Esperanza Court does not accept you, then you will come back to this court and we'll figure out what's the best course of action. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, counsel, is that the plea?
It is.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, sir.
Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Not at this time, Your Honor.
All right.
Just
So-
respectfully, if the court would follow the state's recommendation.
All right. So, Miss Medina, when's the last time you had employment?
About like 20 something years. I've been in disability for like over a lot of years.
All right, what's your disability?
941.
Okay.
I've
All
been
right,
disabled. I'm 100% disabled.
okay. All right, do you have any grandchildren?
Yes, I have 24.
24 grandchildren? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
Yes, my kids got busy.
All right, so how old is the youngest?
She's like 6,
And how
and my
old is
oldest, she turned 16 this May.
Wait a minute. The youngest one is,
Like 6. Yes, I got 4 boys and 2 girls.
all right, no, your grandchildren. You say you have a total of 24 grandchildren?
Yes, my oldest one is my first one was born. She's 16. I'm 51.
Okay, and you have 24 grandchildren?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. They miss me dearly.
All right. So there's going to be a $500 fine.
Okay.
That will be probated. So what that means is if you successfully complete everything, you won't have to pay that.
Okay.
2 years deferred adjudication. There's going to be proof of employment for SSI within 30 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's to be no contact with Keith D, as in David
Yes, ma'am.
Jones.
Yes, ma'am.
There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. So if you're having contact with your grandchildren, there needs to be another adult there for
Okay.
supervision.
Yes, ma'am.
120 hours of community service restitution. Since you have 24 grandchildren, I'm sure some of them are very young.
Yes, they are.
Once you complete parenting classes, then I'll deem the community service hours satisfied.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
We can go off the record. So here's the thing, some of the activities that you've been engaging in, those are very dangerous
Yes,
to your
ma'am.
health.
Yes, ma'am.
So in this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If
Okay,
you feel as though they're not addressing it, you can always come back to court and talk to me.
yes, ma'am.
If you're accepted into Esperanza Court, that's a treatment court. What
Okay,
that means is they will monitor your progress.
okay,
And when you I'm going to say when, not if. When you graduate from Esperanza Court, let me know and I will show up to your graduation, okay?
oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'll be there, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
So I'm just gonna wait for Esperanza and that's it.
No, what's going to happen, probation is going to go over conditions with you.
Okay,
And then Esperanza Court will probably see you at the latest, maybe September 3rd, because September 2nd is a holiday.
okay, okay, thank you, ma'am.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, sure.
Seeing you.
Oh, you too, always.
Yes.
Okay, you know, Jimmy Allison has retired.
What?
Yes, so that's where I rushed to see him off.
Oh, my.
They said I guess they escort people out of the building differently than what they do on this side.
Oh,
So on
really?
the civil side, they had mariachis.
Yeah,
they
that's
had-
what I was walking, I was coming from the back
Yeah.
and I'm going, what the heck's going on? Is it Fiesta already?
Yeah,
And anyway, so, yeah, I saw that. So that's what that was all about.
yes. Usually when they escort you out on this side, there are deputies who are with you.
They tell you, empty your pockets
Yeah.
and go out the side door, please.
I always thought it was odd in the DA's office when they let people go, you know, they've been let go because somebody escorts them out and escorts them out of the courthouse. Like, this is a public place.
Like, what's going to happen, right?
Yeah. I always said if I were ever escorted out and, while I was working for the DA's office, I would grab my little box because I never put up a lot of stuff. I'm not the frou-frou at the office. I would have just grabbed my plants, walked out, and then I would have came right back in. And then I
Just a
would say,
turnaround.
Stephanie Boyd representing. know?
Yeah, well, I hope to get out of the game within a year myself.
No.
Yeah, I'm like sending people, referring out and doing all kinds of things. I want a clean house.
Mhm.
I'm not going to tell anybody. Someone's just going to say, hey, whatever happened to Tony?
You know what? I told people that's what I want when I pass. Has anybody seen Stephanie Boyd? And somebody said, she died 3 months ago.
Oh yeah, she's gone or Tony's
Yeah.
gone, whatever. Man, I still have the fire in the belly, but I just
Well,
want to take
help me.
it.
There are some attorneys who told me they're sort of semi-retired. They'll only come in for their cases. They try to get them all set on a separate date. And then they come back if there's a trial. Maybe you can do that because we would miss you.
Well, I've got to finish up because, that's why I'm saying a year, because I've got stuff I really need to try. There's just no way around it.
Mhm.
So I just want to get that over with.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'll do a traffic ticket or two or something like that.
Traffic tickets are so complicated.
They're a pain.
Oh, yeah. Every time I go when I was practicing, the rules would change of how you go over there and what window you go to, then the next one, then the next one. Come on.
Go in this line,
Yeah.
then the bailiff is there stopping me. What were you here for? I don't need to get in. And then it's worse than federal court.
Oh, yeah. Hey, come on down. Chris?